Hello and welcome to this August update. I will be frank with you. I wish thy name was Frank because that is an awesome pun. But seriously, to be frank with you, I'm going through sort of a rough time. It's been difficult. Doing this is also difficult, of course, because you feel like you have to be the best version of yourself to do this. But I'm just gonna be completely frank and say, yeah, doing this is difficult, but that just means that when it is difficult, it's all the more worthwhile doing it. This is my third go at this, actually, so hopefully I'll get it done. I'm sitting here because I'm on some new drugs, and those drugs make me feel a bit shaky, that sort of stuff, and I feel a little bit more stable in this sitting position. Something that really resonated with me when I was watching Rick and Morty is the metaphor that Rick uses. He says that living is like riding a bull, and that bull is reality. Reality will try to kick you off, and it eventually will. Let me know your thoughts on that metaphor. Also, before I continue, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to a goal of 50 subscribers. Once I reach that goal, I'll release my video on what does friend mean to me. Reality as a bull. There are lots of times when I felt that reality bull was very close to kicking me off, and right now I feel like it's mostly calm, although there are some bumps here and now. I also like to use the metaphor that living is like a roller coaster. There are ups and downs. You can't have the downs without the ups, and you can't have the ups without the downs. I'm sort of at a plateau at the mid level. I'm, trying to stay positive, but it's just the effort that goes into it, I guess. So it's been a pretty eventful month for me, and updates on Wolfram syndrome. There was the clinical trial that I did for 4 years where it tried sodium valproate, a drug that is used for epilepsy, and that was used to see if it could be repurposed to stop the progression of my syndrome. Unfortunately, the results show that it doesn't, but I take the positive side in that it's good science because that brings more knowledge to the syndrome, and that's what science is, knowledge. I also recently saw a geneticist, and with my syndrome, there's only about 500 people in America that have it. It affects 1 in 750,000 people. Key takeaway from the geneticist was that there isn't much point in trying to get a valid prognosis of the disease and how it will affect me, because doctors are only 50% correct on the prognosis. Kind of sucks in that I can't predict what the syndrome is gonna be like for me. I've just gotta go on and do radical acceptance and just live in the present. The main thing with regards to Wolfram syndrome that happened this month was that I had an MRI which showed brainstem deformation as well as cerebellum atrophy. That's the part of the brain that is responsible for balance. That basically shows that I have much greater medical needs than before, so now my plans to move to Ireland are cancelled because I'll get better healthcare here, with everything going on. It's scary, but if it's worth doing, it should scare you. I haven't been in the psych ward in the past couple of months, so that's a new record for me. That means that I have to deal with the shitstorm of news that goes on here in America, but I'm trying to do something new where I just try to avoid the news completely. Let me know if you do that as well. I had a trial run working at the local farmer's market this past month, and it was alright, although unfortunately I didn't get the job. But I'm trying to look at it in the perspective that everything is a blessing in disguise. I don't have to wake up before 6 a.m. to get down there at 6 a.m. I don't have to deal with the summer heat. I don't have to deal with not having breaks, so everything is a blessing in disguise. Tell me if you have any thoughts about that phrase. Ups and downs. Apparently I'm alright, but nihilistically, what is alright? Well, I have finished finally with my intensive outpatient program. I've been there for 13 weeks about, and it's been a very great program. I'm very grateful for it. It's just sort of what now is the question that comes into mind. With the ending of that program, I've lost a lot of regularity because I no longer have to get up at 8 a.m. for group therapy, but now I'm getting situated with an individual therapist, so hopefully that'll be good. But life is a journey, it's a process. The one good thing that has recently happened is that I have run this. This is a Omnipod. It's a diabetes medicine delivering device. So it automatically does it, so I no longer have to look like I'm stabbing myself, which I will kind of miss, but yeah, I no longer have to do injections. It's a kind of nifty new thing. When I got it, did bring me up a bit in the roller coaster that's life, but now it's sort of plateauing out. I'm still sort of working on it, and I've got to stay in contact with doctors. For the past month, I have been dealing with the American heat, the Northeast heat, and it is very not great, I guess. Yeah, it's been getting up to 37 degrees Celsius. Apologies, I don't use Fahrenheit. My key takeaway from the IOP, the Intensive Outpatient Program, is radical acceptance, and also go Mandowitz. I've been going to a lot of support groups, which is good. Those support groups are mental health related, so it helps. This month has sort of given me a sense that the plans for my life have been derailed. Feel free to share if your life has ever been derailed, and how did you get out of that feeling. I'm glad that I've gotten this out, and now hopefully I'll be able to go Mandowitz and go and edit this. But yeah, until next time, bye.